Hello everyone and welcome to my J Sub Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Scout's spirit of Sam revives. Does she rescue her father by deciphering his source? Scout K, the daughter of Sam McCall, and Drew K may channel her father's vengeance according to General Hospital. Spoilers and news. My teeny Scout wound up being her father's surprise savior when she decores his sauce. While she was alive, Sam made countless heroic rescues. In her lifetime, Sam saved countless lives, particularly those of her loved ones. As long-time General Hospital viewers will recall, Sam even saved Willie Corinthos when he was a baby, keeping him from being stolen by Willow Kane's crew Shiloh Archer. Then word got out that Willie was actually the child of Michelle Corinthos and Neil Benson. Sam protected Christina Corinthos Davis and she rescued Jason Morgan at least once when they were dating. Scout must be born with heroic veins, for she and Jason rescued her from Shiloh and freed her from the cult. Even Drew, before his decline, had heroic deeds. Scout might have learned Morse code from Drew when she was young. Before Victor Cassadine abducted Drew and disappeared, he frequently took Scout to Aurora when she was a little girl. He might be seen in his office with her crayons and a coloring book. When she wasn't with her mother, may he have taught her Morse code when she was little? There was a lot of time she spent with her father in that office, back in the days before he disappeared and was assumed dead for so many years. Scout has always been a smart little girl, intelligent beyond her years. There was no doubt about that. On top of all that, Scout possesses a generous and caring nature, in contrast to her father, who has been more distant from her in recent times. No one will suspect Scout knows Morse code. No one will assume that Scout knows Morse code because that may have been a particular and private thing between her and her father, although Sam might have known about it. Willow won't have any problems about leaving Scout alone with her father for private time after all. A small girl couldn't help her drugged and helpless father out on her own. Scout wouldn't even be able to reach the ivy bag and Drew can't advise her on anything. All he can do is blink. Drew, remembering he taught Scout Morse code when she was teeny, will be able to blink and toss to her and she will know he needs help if she asks if he wants the Willow. He will blink no. She will realize then that she will need to get someone else to help, and that might just be Kyle Taylor, and she may even recruit her brother Danny Morgan. General Hospital spoilers. Rick double-crosses Sonny, breaks promise and reignites feud. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sonny Corinthos may find up wishing he would listen to Alexis Davis when she cautioned him not to add Rick Lansing to his legal team. Diana Miller is still handling some elements of Sonny's legal business, but informed Alexis that Rick would be dealing with his criminal defense as needed. Rick is a great lawyer who showed himself to Sonny by taking Rocco Falconeri's case and chipping in with Michael Corinthos' latest custody deal. That's why Sonny has a good feeling about this arrangement. Even if Alexis thinks like it's a terrible idea, Alexis doesn't think Sonny can trust Rick and stated that even if Rick doesn't double-cross him, he is going to fear that Rick would. There are also concerns about how Molly Lansing Davis and Christina Corinthos Davis' relationship will be harmed if their fathers find themselves at odds once again. Although Rick pledges he wouldn't double-cross Sonny, there's a promise he may not be able to keep. Rick may get thrown into a scenario at some time that will demand him to betray Sonny, even if he is not malicious about it. If Rick gets attacked by Jan Sidwell or someone else who is trying to harm Sonny, he could have to protect Molly by sabotaging Sonny or something along those lines. Of course, there could be another avenue to Sonny and Rick drama as well. Rick is certainly interested in building a future with Elizabeth Baldwin, but Dan Falconeri may soon be doing the same thing. If Rick gets jealous over Dan's pursuit of Elizabeth, GI's watchers may witness him make some crazy moves with Dallas Truss. Repercussions. Sonny won't be happy if Rick makes issues for his kid and may find himself pulling for Dent over Rick in this prospective least love triangle. That might create another way to friction and seal the deal on Sonny's reignited feud with Rick down the future. General Hospital spoilers suggest Sonny and Rick may be headed for more confrontation sooner or later. So, keep alert for any betrayal news and the hostility that could explode because of it. General Hospital spoilers. Dent rescues Lulu from Nathan imposter. True love wins. General Hospital spoilers imply that Lulu Spencer and Nathan West's future may be ruined. Nathan and Lulu already dealing with issues relating to Maxie Jones, and who plainly has a big problem with them being together. However, that may just be the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the troubles that are in store. Although Lulu thinks she can trust Nathan, how well does she actually know the version of him that came back from the grave? There must be a reason why GA's writers keep throwing hints about Nathan not being the same man he used to be. It feels like the program wants people to be suspicious of Nathan and examine the things that don't add up. The harder Lulu falls for Nathan, the more danger she could be in. That's particularly true if Nathan turns out to be tied to Rush Column and Jan Sidwell. After all, Sidwell said that he had sources feeding him intelligence about Willow Corinthos wrongdoing at that PCPD. Nathan may be one of the cops supplying Sidwell with info whenever he requests it. Whether we are dealing with a fake brainwashing, memory mapping, or some other explanation, this Nathan may not be the same guy Lulu knew before his 7 years off canvas. After the way Nathan blew his top at Lysol Albrecht not too long ago, maybe fans should be concerned about whatever furious side he is buried. That side of Nathan could emerge on a horse level and leave Lulu in jeopardy depending on how things play out. Of course, Nathan's probable ties to Sidwell and Column could represent a threat to Lulu too. If Lulu finds more than she is intended to about Nathan and the secret project that he is possibly related to, then she might be in shivery jeopardy. Lulu could end up with a target on her back, so who will play savior if the situation gets south? Since Dan's been reminiscing on his past with Lulu and how he knew she was the one when he first spotted at her at the jukebox. He may be the hero she needs somewhere down the line. Dan stated to Cody Bell that he always assumed he would be endgame with Lulu. So maybe Lulu and Dan's reunion is still part of the show's agenda. One certain Nathan twists and turns blow up his relationship with Lulu. Dent may be the one to intervene and save his former flame. General Hospital spoilers hint. Dent could carry off a heroic task if Lulu needs him, so stay tuned. Deadly Vow, Jason's revenge plot, ignites chaos, Jordan's pregnancy, shock rocks, portals. Fans should brace themselves. The spoilers suggest emotional bombshells ahead. Jason prepares a shivery exit strategy. Sonny faces a perilous decision. Meanwhile, Portia's suspicions explode into chaos. Suddenly, Port Charles could face another unforgettable controversy. Jason daily promise sparks a revenge plot. Jason will prepare to leave Port Charles with Brit. However, danger will follow closely behind. Brit still depends on medication regulated by Sidwell and Column. Therefore, Jason believes escaping offers their only hope. Yet, Jason refuses to quit quietly. Instead, he will make a surprising promise. He will vow revenge before vanishing from town. Suddenly, Jason warns Sonny that he aims to eliminate Rust Column. That the vow could trigger another devastating storm. Meanwhile, Sonny will listen intently to Jason's idea. Their conversation will bear significant stakes. Jason feels removing Column will protect everyone, but Sonny understands revenge rarely ends smoothly. Could Jason's commitment create a disastrous chain reaction? General Hospital spoilers: Portia outrage explores over Jordan's pregnancy suspicion. At the same moment, another bombshell will shake Port Charles. Portia will begin to suspect that Jordan is harboring a deadly secret. At the nail salon, Jordan will suddenly feel nauseated. That moment will fuel Portia's suspicions instantaneously. However, Portia will not remain quiet. Instead, she will approach Jordan personally with explosive charges. Portia believes Jordan may be carrying Curtis' child. That potential will stir outrage instantly. Suddenly, Portia anticipates another tragic betrayal. Meanwhile, Jordan will grapple with her own uncertainties. She may ponder whether she wants this pregnancy. Later, Stella will face Jordan at the hospital. Stella may worry if Jordan would consider stopping the pregnancy. But will Jordan confess the truth? Tracy's urgent prayer targets Laura Sidwell's problem elsewhere. Tracy will approach Laura for an urgent chat. Port Charles remains suffering with Sidwell's impact. Tracy feels the town's issues run deeper. Therefore, she believes Laura must move soon. Yet Laura already faces grave pressure from Ezra Boyle. Sidwell's dangers continue closing around her. Ezra will remind Laura that she cannot ignore Sidwell's request. Laura may appear calm outwardly, but terror could feast her beneath the surface. But Tracy may share her own troubles first. She will appear shaken after falling from her horse. Cody may assist to steady at the stables. However, Tracy's actual concern is Sidwell's expanding influence. The real question is, will Laura risk confronting him? General Hospital spoilers: Cody's emotional confession stands Molly on the other side of town. Cody will finally confront his confusing feelings regarding Molly. Their relationship lately endured a major strain. Molly's endometriosis flare-up necessitated tough conversation. However, Molly still struggles to communicate her words. Later, Molly will finally open out honestly. She will explain the awful reality about her situation. Molly believes children may never happen for her. That painful confession will leave Cody astonished. However, Cody refuses to run away quickly. Instead, he will dwell closely on Molly's remark. He wants to support her honestly, but this information could affect their future utterly. Will Cody accept Molly's terrible reality? General Hospital Kate Munshi talks endometriosis and how her stepdad saved her life. Munshi recently talked to people about her sickness and a moment where her stepdad saved her life. March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. And Munshi related a story from 2015 to people. Back then, she was working on Days of Our Lives as Abigail Devarox and suffered some nausea, bleeding, pain, and bloating in her stomach. The actress told people that it had gone on for a number of days, but the physicians were disregarding her symptoms. As she went to visits, the physicians indicated the discomfort could be due to her IUD turning, but an ultrasound revealed this wasn't the case, so they fluffed it off as a bad period. They dismissed her vomiting up as the flu while Munshi was still working on the day set. She battled through filming. She eventually drove to the emergency room and was met by her stepfather, who is an obgyn, as well as her mother. Scans detected an 11 centimeter tumor on Munshi's abdomen. Doctors proposed an oncologist consult. Nevertheless, Munshi's stepfather pressed for surgery. And his stepdad, Hero. Munshi recalls that her stepdad was frustrated, and because he was not a blood relation, he was able to scrap for the operation. The actress recalls scene stating, "I'm not waiting for an oncologist. I'm going to do the surgery or she's not gonna make it." The surgery ended up saving Munshi's life. It turns out that she had an ovarian cyst that was rupturing. Her stepdad identified endometriotic tissue, which indicated Munshi had the disease. While her endometriosis symptoms have fluctuated throughout the years, Munshi does feel they are more stable now. As indicated, Munshi's on-screen sister Molly was diagnosed with the disease in 2023. Fans can expect to witness Molly have an in-depth talk with Cody Bell about her sickness during the Monday, March 16 episode, a show Munshi directed. What are your opinions on Kate Munshi's story? General Hospital's Rick and Alexis, Nancy Lee Grant on bond with Rick Hurst. "He is my guy." And while holding Rick captive in her basement made for a stress-filled few months in Alexis' life last year on General Hospital. The plot was so much fun for Nancy Lee Grant that she didn't want it to end happily. The show has offered a significant silver lining by continuing to write moments for her to share with Rick Hurst, one of her all-time favorite co-stars. Just can't get enough. Grant and her character have good cause to stay in one another's orbits. Their work as attorneys provide them various overlapping interests. Most recently, her client Willow and his client Michael track a parenting arrangement over their two young children, and of course they have a daughter, Molly. And to hear Grant tell it, any reason is a good cause for GAs to put Alexis and Rick in scenes together. "I just couldn't love him more," says Grant of Hurst, who was her love interest on the show during the peak of Rexis back in the mid-2000s. "He is my guy, we just get each other a lot and he is so amazing at what he does." Grant comments that her comfort level with Hurst is so strong, it helps her to do her absolute best job. "You know what you want in a partner in real life? That's what I get with him as an actor." The daytime Emmy winner declares, "I get a safe place to land with him all the time. I feel really safe and free and taken care of." The actress also believes that she and Hurst take a similar approach to their performance. "I love to add stuff to come up with something, and he does too." She observes it just makes it really fun. "The wonderful thing about acting is when you were in tune and with the people you were working with and you were all on the same level. When that happens, it seems like you were doing what you were supposed to be doing. And I have that with Rick. I can't say enough about him." Lulu and Nathan's date. Endometriosis Awareness Month. Don't miss what's ahead in Port Charles. GA supports Endometriosis Awareness Month. It was already revealed that Kate Munshi will have another try as director for the Monday, March 16 program in honor of Endometriosis Awareness Month. Molly's recent endo flare-up sent her to the hospital and worried Cody, and on Monday, rumors predict Cody will let her know where he stands when Molly discloses her illness to her lover. Hey guys, no more today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update. See you soon with new episode.